everyone, it's Marlene. Thank you so much for joining me today. Last week I talked about the Nip Fab Foundation, and some of you wanted a wear test. You asked me on that video and I said, okay, I can do that. So let me just tell you a little about the foundation. This is the Nip Fab, and I purchased it on a website called Look Fantastic, and I'll leave the website and all the information listed down below. I paid $17.50 for this foundation. It is available in 10 shades. Now today is November 12th when I am recording this. And I went on the website just to make sure that everything was available, and it is. And actually today that I am recording this, I believe you're going to see this on Wednesday. Today's Monday. It is on sale for $9. And when I went on the Look Fabulous website, I saw that there was a 15% discount code on it. I can't remember what it is, but it's right there on the top banner of their website. I'll look for it and I'll leave it right here. I think it was LF15 if I'm not mistaken. But that would be an awesome price, $9 and then 15% discount. When I went on the Look Fantastic website, I believe from the information on there that they are out of the UK. However, they do ship worldwide, and I know that there is no shipping if you spend $25 or more. But I thought it was a great deal, and of course there's no taxes. I did find the Nip Fab Foundation on the Nip Fab website, but there it was $18.50. So I'll leave the link to both websites. I did look on Amazon to see if it was available on there, and I didn't see it. But this has slowly become one of my favorite foundations. The website on Look Fantastic and on Nip Fab, it suggested to use either a brush or your fingers. I personally prefer the Beauty Blender, but I'll show you on one side with the Beauty Blender and I'll show you on the other side with the brush. This foundation has a matte finish. They say it's a natural matte finish. They also state that it is long wearing and that it is medium coverage. I personally thought that it leaned more towards the full coverage, only because it just, as you can see, I have a lot of discoloration on my cheek, and I thought that it covered it perfectly, as you will see. Because it is a matte foundation and because it's something that I do most of the time, I did add a little bit of oil before I applied it. And I usually do that with most of my foundation, especially if they are said to be matte finish. I didn't think it looked bad at all. I'm using the one from Derma E, and all I'm going to do is apply some to my face. The only thing I have on my face today is just my skincare, and I applied my sunscreen earlier. I guess if you wanted to use some oil, you could use, of course, any oil that you like. I just happen to keep this one right here. I'm just not sure why the Nip Fab said that it was available in 10 shades, and then on the Look Fantastic website it said 11, but hey. Alright, I'm going to do this side. This is my really bad side. I'll do that side with the brush so you can see it. And I'm just using a brush from, this is from It Cosmetics if I'm not mistaken. My shade is in 40. And I think it is a perfect match. I don't know, I prefer the coverage with the Beauty Blender than I do with the brush. Nevertheless, and it's not heavy, it doesn't look cakey, and for the price point, I guess we could consider this basically a drugstore. Alright. So there's the side without any foundation, and here it is with. It is buildable, but I don't apply too much, and yet it doesn't look cakey. even if I do build it up a little bit more. Now, if you don't have all the imperfections that I do, it'll probably look a heck of a lot better on you than it does on me. Alright, so that was a very light layer of it. And that's the side with the brush, and this is the side with the Beauty Blender. I think it dries down beautifully. I think it looks really nice, and I was a bit hesitant when I first saw that it was a matte finish. So what I do when I apply it, just in the spots where I have the most discoloration, that's where I add a bit more. I don't know, I don't care for it with the brush. And that is like nothing new, not because of this foundation. I'm always like that. I very rarely do I use a brush to apply foundation. I even have discoloration right up here. Right underneath my brow bone. It seems that it just gets worse and worse. So that's how it looks after I build it up. I think it looks really pretty, even though it's considered a medium coverage. I think that if you like a full coverage foundation, you may like this one because it doesn't feel heavy and yet it covers. It doesn't feel sticky. No, it's not sticky. I'll get some makeup on. I'm going to record a video. I'm going to do a few things, and I'll be back in a few hours and check in with you. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot that I had to come back, and I was getting ready to take off my makeup when I remembered. It has been about 8.5, 9 hours since I first applied this foundation. I think it has worn pretty well, but I'm going to bring you up closer so you can see for yourself. I have been out. It's not really hot today. I have made dinner. I went to buy some fish. I walked the dog. And now I'm back. So I'm going to bring you up closer so you can see how the foundation has held up throughout the day. Alright, I think you're close enough to see how the foundation looks. I think it has held up pretty well. Please remember that I have, huge pores. I mean, what could you expect? 61-year-old skin. But I did notice, I don't have my mirror in front of me, but I did notice that it started to wear off right around here, but that usually happens to me with most foundations. Even if they are full coverage, the discoloration that I have from the hyperpigmentation, it always peeks through, especially after like 9 or 10 hours. If you don't have that problem, I don't know if it's going to show through, because that happens to me even with my Dior foundation, for example, or my Lancome. After, well, with them it lasts a little bit longer, but eventually that is what starts happening to me. But if you can, I'm sure I have you close enough where you can see that it really hasn't broken up. It hasn't settled into any of the fine lines and wrinkles. It hasn't settled into any of the wrinkles in my forehead or around my nose. It's just that bit right there. But I don't know. I'm looking here on the viewfinder so I can make sure that I show you everywhere. I think it wore off a little bit right around here. Obviously, I haven't retouched my makeup since I first applied it. What I did was the look, and I applied blush, obviously, and my eyeshadow, and I just redid my lipstick before I came back on here to show you what this foundation looks like. Let me zoom you back out, and I'll finish up. Alright, now you're not so close and personal. All in all, I really honestly think that this Nip and Fab foundation is a nice alternative if you want a matte finish. As you know, I added some oil to it, but that's because that's what I do with matte foundations. I just don't like that very matte look. but it worked well with the oil. It works fine by itself. I added a little bit of powder as I was doing my eyes. I did add a little bit of the Bye Bye Pores. I always do that with every foundation. I apply it right around here because that's where I have my largest pores, and I apply a little bit down here. But nevertheless, that was hours ago, and I think that for the price, especially if you're looking for a foundation, and right now when I'm recording this, it's $9, and then you can get, like I said, a 15% discount. The downside of it, it's only available in 10 shades. Now, my shade, I think I told you, is number 40. And I think that there are 3 darker shades than mine. And then all the rest are lighter than mine. But it has quickly become one of my favorite foundations. When I went to North Carolina last weekend, I took 2 foundations. I took this one. I took the Dior Forever foundation, and I took this one. This one I used during the day, just every day, and I used the Dior Forever for the wedding. But I think that I could have very well used this one. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried this foundation, and let me know how you think it looks, because I'm not going to actually see the footage until I'm editing, and I'm not going to be able to re-record this video because I got to get to work tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. And I think from what I could see right now, I think the foundation has worked out exceptionally well. It's one of the nicest foundations that I have tried that at that price point. So yeah, quickly becoming my favorite. All right, everyone, thank you all so much for being here with me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and your like. I so appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.